Hi, I am back again. Um, ready to talk to you wonderful people about the incredible world of life insurance, health insurance, sales, digital marketing, uh, grassroots marketing, and all of that good stuff. That's what I do. That's how I make a living. And how I think I talked about it in the last video, how I am going to stick with this no matter the challenges because I will not be going back to a 9 to 5. And I want to give a shout out to a young lady named Monica that commented. Thank you so much for your engagement and your feedback. So Monica has been doing this for 9 years, so a little bit longer than me. I've been in this for about 3.5 years. And so you inspired me actually. 9 years and you're still out in the field. So I got out today. I got in the field and I knocked on some doors and passed out some information in some cars and introduced myself to a few small business owners that I hadn't talked to before, and just trying to just get the word out there that, hey, if you need life insurance, health insurance, if you're looking for a way to roll over your 401k into an annuity, if you're looking to set up a will, set up a trust, if you need some information about how to supplement your retirement, if you hate that high deductible and you feel like you're paying too much money for your health insurance, I am your girl. So I was out there today and I just have to say thank you, Monica, because I was inspired. If you're still out there in the field, I'm like, you know what? Let me get out here. It's not too cold today. So I want to talk about something that was really heavy on my heart. I helped a client recently, and uh, my other um, cohorts that are out here in this insurance world, you probably can attest to this, how um, it can really weigh on you when you're helping a client with life insurance in particular, and they're on a fixed income. And this could even be with health insurance, but this particular client, I was helping him with his life insurance. And what really made it kind of heartbreaking for me is this is a man close to my age, now on disability, so he's drawing Social Security, but he can't work anymore. He's um, on disability, but like a year and a half ago, he was working. He had employer benefits. Everything was fine, and he, didn't have a care in the world. And then, life's how it can do. And he ended up becoming disabled where he can't work anymore. And so now on a fixed income, he needs life insurance. And he really needed to have not just burial and final expense, but he wanted to be able to have enough for a legacy for his children and grandchildren. 54 years old, um, reasonably healthy, just had a hernia surgery, but like no, not a lot of meds or anything. So no like high blood pressure medication or diabetes, like some of the other health issues that you'll see. He didn't have any of that. But what was a huge challenge was being on a fixed income and what his budget could afford. He wanted um, a nice amount as far as the benefit, like 75,000 or 100,000. But when he let me know, like I needed to stay at about $50 a month, when you go in to see, at that age and then being a cigarette smoker and being male, um, the only thing that I could find that hit his budget for him was $10,000 worth of life insurance. And so it was, and it went through underwriting. So it wasn't even a situation where I could get him into something simplified issue just because of the carriers that I work with, and with his age, the area, the county that he's in, and the being a cigarette smoker. So he did go through underwriting. And it was, I think we got the approval back within like 24 hours. So it wasn't a long time, but he was very appreciative, very thankful that he got something because he didn't have anything. But on the other hand, he still was disappointed that he wasn't able to get what he really wanted because he's like, wow, 10,000 isn't going to be enough to bury me, um, let alone, for it to be something left for my family. So with that, he's said, I'll just be cremated. I'll just let them know to cremate me. Heartbreaking, heartbreaking. It's like, so one of the biggest things that I talk about a lot when I do like the short ad campaigns that I put on TikTok is if you have coverage through your employer, like life insurance, and that is your only life insurance, that is not enough. You need to own your own insurance, your own life insurance, and you need to get it while you are young and while you are healthy. And I had put together, excuse me, I had put together a short video, and I was kind of talking about how life insurance and health insurance, because it's not a consumable item or a consumable product, it's more like, and I use the word like an investment. You invest your time, you invest your money, you find the right plan that is going to work for your goals and what you need. And everyone's goals and needs are unique. So one plan that may work for someone else may not work for you. So you're going to invest time working with an agent to find what you need. And then you're going to devote and invest money into that product. And it is not consumable. It is something that what you put in, you are going to get back a larger gain. Like you're going to gain from the money that you're devoting to the policy. And so I kind of did like a little short video, and I was just talking about how when you're setting up your security plan, your financial safety net for your family's financial future, and you're using life insurance, you're using health insurance. These things are like investments because you are investing a small amount of money and you're going to get a gain back, because the insurance company is going to assume the bigger risk, the bigger financial risk. And I put that little video, and I guess it was how I worded it, but I put that video on Facebook, and I had a couple guys, couple men that aren't agents, and I know because I Facebook stalked them and I looked at their profile, and they're not even in insurance. But they were commenting like, "Oh, it's not an investment. You're a scam. You're scamming." And I'm like, "How am I scamming? You don't even know me. I'm not scamming." And I said it's like an investment. And so then I put the definition of invest in the comment. Like, it's like you're investing your time. You're investing some money into a product that is going to give you back more than what you put into it. You will never pay your for life insurance what the death benefit is going to be going to your beneficiary. You'll never pay that amount, most people, because you'd have to live to be 100. And then if you do, they just give you all that money back, so that you've paid into it. But yeah, I was like, okay, I'm gonna delete and block you. And then the one guy, he got all in the DMs, and he wanted to have this whole argument. And I'm like, I was very nice about it. But it got me thinking, you know, um, people do feel like insurance is a scam. Health insurance is a scam. Life insurance is a scam. And that's the incredible world of life insurance, health insurance sales. People don't understand what it is. And so they automatically, especially if they have a bad experience, automatically they think it's a scam. So on top of when you're trying to help someone, and they have to settle. That's heartbreaking. And then it's heartbreaking because how do you communicate with the people that you really want to help on understanding how insurance works and what insurance really is? Like, it is not a pair of shoes. It's not food. You're not consuming it. So it's not something that you just buy. You, when you get like a whole life policy, right? Different from a term policy. A whole life policy is something that you own. Like you own that fixed benefit that that policy is going to pay out. And if you get the right policy, it's going to pay out living benefits if you were to become critically ill or have a chronic illness, terminal illness. You can get uh, some of that benefit, you know, while you're living. If once you pass away, then that entire benefit goes to your beneficiary. uh that's something that you own. It's not it's not like anything else that you buy. So you got to have a different kind of mindset when you're looking at insurance. Now, health insurance is a whole different ball game. There's so much with that. So it just really depends on what your health is like and how you are planning to use health insurance. But it's still something that you are going to invest time and money into. And if you get the right um, type of health insurance, uh, I mean, you may have to pay some out of pocket costs, but if you get the right, you won't have to pay as much. What I notice that people like to do is they like to treat health and life insurance like other consumable products, and they want to shop by price. I want the cheapest health insurance. I want the cheapest life insurance. And it's like you can't you can't purchase it that way. You can't think of it like that, because especially with health insurance, because you get what you pay for. And with life insurance, there's no such thing as I just want the cheapest life insurance. Life insurance is all about what you qualify for, and what you can afford. But there's no like, well, I just want to pay $10 a month. Then you're not going to have any life insurance, because there's no $10 a month life insurance unless you're a child. So yeah, it has been. It's been it's been interesting. I could go on and on, but I don't want to talk too much shop. But I do want to say that it is very satisfying and rewarding when you are able to help someone. And full transparency, I will say this. Another thing that's heartbreaking is when you if there's any kind of oversight on your part as an agent. I don't know how many and if you're an agent, none of us are perfect. So I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that's had this happen. But just making a mistake, like having an oversight, missing something, and then it affects my client. And then they come back and they're like, hey, Alicia, this happened or that. And I'm like, oh my. So I've had a couple of those the last couple of weeks, just like especially with just oversights with the health insurance, more so than anything. I do the Affordable Care Act. I do health insurance for like business owners. So I help them get plans that aren't in the Affordable Care Act. I help people that want permanent health insurance, that's not so much like traditional, but more like indemnity, that pays out like fixed benefits, for, medical, um, services. And there is, especially with the Affordable Care Act, there has been so many, like CMS doing different regulations where now the client has to, um, get sent a link to finalize the enrollment after you go through the whole process and go through the whole application and get them in, and we'll get the application submitted in the marketplace. Then they also have to do the same thing over again and send it in. And so, yeah, yeah. So I missed something, because I didn't go back into the client's dashboard and I didn't see her actual effective date. Georgia, it was the state, and so Georgia just went from being federal to state based, and oh, mm, mm, mm. And I felt so bad. Like she has the insurance, but she had it for the whole month of January and didn't know. And she thought it wasn't going to be effective until February, because that's exactly what I thought. We didn't get her enrolled until 2 days before Christmas. So she had missed the December 18th, 15th deadline to have that January 1st effective date. So I thought, because that's what I was told. But somehow, maybe with it being Georgia and it's state based, I missed that. She had more time. So when we got her all enrolled, I'm telling her, yeah, so you're good, you're effective for February 1st. And I sent her the link to do the finalizing and enrollment on her part, but I didn't go back into her dashboard. So I didn't see her plan that it was 1/1. So she emailed me, of course, right before she made her payment in January. And she was like, I had insurance the whole month of January. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I look in the dashboard and I'm like, because I'm like, no, it couldn't be. We got you enrolled 12/23. She did. She did. So she had all kind of doctor's appointments and treatments that she needed that she had postponed. And oh, I just take all that to heart. Like, oh, I mean, and she understood and she was fine. And she was like, oh, um, I had to apologize, of course, but, and I owned it, but she was very gracious and showed me mercy. But, whew, that is something, it's like, it can be, it's personal, even though you you may not want it to be. I guess if you have a heart and you really care about people, it's not all about, oh, I'm gonna make money, and I'm just out here. It's a numbers game. Yeah, I'm just making money. Who's gonna take me to the bank and all that stuff I hear in my training meetings. No, I really love the fact that not only do I not work a 9 to 5, not only, do I not have a boss and I'm trading time for money. Um, what I love about it is I help people and the service I offer doesn't cost them anything. I love that part. But all the other stuff that comes with it sometimes can weigh heavy, because sometimes what people need, um, I can't really, there's nothing I can do. They can only get what they qualify for. And that part can be heartbreaking. And trying to, and this is the other thing that's heartbreaking, because I know there's people out there that need my services, trying to figure out how to get in front of them. That's another thing. And this, you know, um, learning marketing and marketing strategy, I could pull my hair out. So anyway, that, you know what, I didn't want to make this video too long, but long enough for YouTube. But if you enjoyed my rambling, because I know I rambled, subscribe, please. Please subscribe. And give me a thumbs up, because that helps. Please leave me a comment. Agents, leave me a comment. Give me some feedback, tips, your challenges, just whatever. But I will tell you that, um, this is positive, positive energy, all love and good vibrations. So if you are toxic and negative and crazy or something like that, you don't have to leave me a comment. Don't go do something else with your time, but because I will just delete it. But if you have something positive and nice to say, something encouraging and inspiring, please. I want to be inspired. I love it. And hopefully I have been inspiring. Like Monica said, I was able to inspire her. But I tell you what, I'm going to keep on keeping on, and I will be back with another video about the incredible world of insurance sales and digital marketing. Until next time, peace, love, and blessings.